So I don't know so the one word that threw you off, but everything else seems to be correct. There's also male to her, meaning I believe that, see who that is, that male? There's a male under her. So that means if she's your mom's mom, you have an uncle, or if she's your father's mom. But there's a male under her. It makes sense to you, please?
Yes, it does. My father's mother.
Okay. Well, she loves you very much. She says, okay, she's worried about you. I said it in the very beginning. I'm going to go right back to that because she's getting to your personal message about you to get out more, have a little bit more fun. She says you've not been taking care of yourself that much lately, like even your hair. Like you got to take care. You got to take care of yourself. Get out more. You know, you're my baby too. You're, you know, she says to you, Priscilla, you're my baby too. I want you to have more fun with your life. She says your family's not everything. You got to take a break for yourself. So that's her personal message for you. I hope that that makes sense to you, please. Yes?
Yes, that makes sense. Yes.
Okay. Now, you also do something in your own life that feels like you're always taking care of others. You might actually be in the healthcare profession in addition, but I feel that you've got this sense to you. You always have to be taking care of everyone else but yourself. It also feels like your dollar can only go so far. You kind of stretch to the budget limit right now. Yes?
Um, yes, sort of.
Okay. Do you get a sense of you nursing? Okay, so that's why I use that word of being either in the health field or just taking care of a lot of people. Grandma just gives,
Okay, no.
yeah, Grandma just gives me a broad sense of you always taking care of
Okay.
everyone else.
Yes, I do. My kids,
Okay, and that's something.
older and younger.
Yeah, and you're giving them money.
Yes.
Yeah. And so she's concerned. So you're not taking care of yourself. So she just wants to remind you that you're just as deserving as they are. And it's really kind of an interesting message because you're her baby too. See? And you give always, you're very selfish, always giving to everyone else, but you're just as much her baby.
Right.
You're just as much a baby as they are in her mind. So she wants to give to you. And she's giving you permission to go out and have some fun. Okay.
Right.
All right, love.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Priscilla, for calling in today,
Oh,
honey.
that was the only one that came through today.
That's all that comes through. There is somebody that feels male that's under you in age. I don't know who that is. Are you missing a
It's
child or a
my
brother?
son.
Yeah,
That's
your son.
my son.
All
Yes.
right. Well,
I
let's
was.
let me go to that then. Let me see because I don't have those many people waiting for other side connections. So let me just go because I do
Okay.
feel him there also. So Grandma's trying to carry the fam. She opens the door to spirit, and everybody listening. That's another aspect of spirit. Is you must be terribly in pain, Priscilla. Have lost your son. Wow.
Yes.
Oh boy.
Yes.
Okay, let's go to that. I want you and everyone else to know that at times when we do another side connection, the person who comes in first is the senior generation. They sort of open, they like an ambassador. He's here. She says he's here with her, and he presents as a tall, like he presents as he's got him. He doesn't look that short anymore. In other words, he's almost fully grown in height, or he was at his full height when he left Earth. Do you understand, please? Almost a man.
Yes.
Okay.
That's true.
Yeah. He's gangly, long, so he's longish body, tall, looks tall,
Yes.
wider
Yes.
shoulders, but still like a little bit of the boyish thing going on. Not fully made a man yet. Um,
That's right.
Okay, 1 second, honey. He's grabbing me and trying to give me information. Okay, just calm down, honey. Just calm down. There's something, he's so thin, and some of the images he's giving me, I don't know if that has to do with health or what that has to do, but there's a sense of him being not able to fully, it doesn't seem like he's fully nourished in some way. Not to do with,
Mhm.
okay, yeah, not to do with anything you did to him, but it's like emaciated almost. So it must be a health issue. Yes, you understand a health issue for him, please.
I don't believe he has specific health issue. No.
But he wasn't
No,
eating.
he didn't have a health issue.
Okay, but he wasn't eating.
But he didn't. He wasn't eating right. I know that he wasn't
Okay.
eating right.
And so there's a health issue behind that. Even if it's not an illness, then it means that he was not eating because he either didn't feel good or he was doing something to himself. So we're going to see what that is. Okay, mental. I didn't feel good for a while. My stomach was upset a lot. I did things to myself that weren't right. I'm sorry, Mom. I'm sorry, Mom. Now, is a sense of him like pushing away from you and the family and going off to do things on his own, not listening to anyone.
That's
Uh,
correct.
there's a sense of him going off on his own for even, it seems like days at a time that you didn't really
That's
know
correct.
what he was up to. And he's out in the street doing his own thing. He's doing his own thing. He thinks he's a man when he's really a boy, getting into trouble. Oh, Mom's worried. Um, yeah, he shows me something kind of interesting. Do you ever remember him wearing some kind of a cap? It almost looks like it's like a leather cap, like as if to make him look a little tougher than he was. I kind of see that right now, or it's somebody that he knew that wore that hat. Do you understand, please?
You said what is it?
A cap, like a hat, but it's a cap.
Yes, a
Yeah,
hat.
yeah. He's got it on. He says that was like his affectation, make him look tougher, tougher than he really
Right.
was. He says, I know, Mom, I wasn't that tough now. He says, I'm sorry. So when they say they're sorry, it always means that he takes responsibility in some way for his transition. And I'm going to see if he wants to, give me anything else he can to you other than I'm sorry, Mom, and this
Okay.
thinness of
And
his.
is there a way I can ask you a question as well?
Sure, and be careful when you ask the question that you don't reveal too much to me. Okay, so just give me one more
Okay.
moment with him. Maybe you should just ask the
Okay.
question then. Go ahead and ask the question because I think we have him here. Oh, wait, wait, wait,
Okay.
wait, wait. One other thing. Okay, I didn't say a few other things I saw. Okay, so let me just
Okay.
say,
Go ahead.
and then just for additional evidence, I don't see his hair is very long. It's closely cropped. I also,
No. Yes.
yes, and I also see his shoulders are trying to get a little wide, but his chest is narrow, like as if he hadn't fully,
Yes.
burst out there in that area. Then I think that's
Right.
part of the thinness. Okay, go ahead and ask your question, please.
Okay. My question is, was he the reason for his death, or did someone else do it?
I think that I was going to say that there was something going on as if he was hurt. Somebody did it to him, and I'm going to go to that. Okay. But he takes part responsibility in being out in the streets and doing what he's doing. Okay. So
Okay.
let me go to that, please. I think that there were a couple of thugs that got him at the wrong time.
Okay.
It feels like he got into trouble with the wrong people. It looks like he was trying to act tougher than he was. There seems to be some kind of exchange of monies and goods in what he was doing, and it doesn't
Okay.
it doesn't feel like it was always on the up and up. Okay,
Okay.
so he was getting himself into trouble, trying to take shortcuts in life, thinking that it was okay to do that, just taking the wrong road, and not anything that you did, not anything. Because I think probably his father was around. If his father's mother was around, your grandmother was around. I don't know. I don't feel his father, but it's almost like he's acting out for some reason. He also shows me himself with a cigarette hanging out of his mouth sometimes, not lit, but tough, tough looking
Yeah.
for the
Yeah.
the affectation of I'm street smart. I know what I'm doing. Well, he did know what he's doing up to a certain point, but then he got hurt, and I believe somebody, more than one person, was involved in this, and it was because something was missing that he was supposed to deliver to them.
Okay.
Okay, I am so sorry, Priscilla, for your loss. Um, there seems to be something in the chest area. Oh, interesting. Um, there seems to be as if they forced him to take something. That's what I'm kind of picking up. Uh, do you know how the actual technical reason of his decease meant how he transitioned?
Um, this is the part that I'm not understanding, and I think this is the reason why I'm still so full about this whole thing. Is I have two stories. I have people telling me one thing, and then I have other people telling me something else. And what I was told by basically the police is that he was shot in the chest area, and
Mm-hmm.
then also in they took off some of his head.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because well, what also seems to be is like as if they forced him to take a drug right before that. Also, choke something down his throat. I just want to say that also. I did feel something in the chest area. I got a few different. Are you still there?
Yes, I'm
Yeah.
here.
Okay. Yeah, I got a few different kinds of feelings. Um, I'll just say mostly I feel choking and I feel the chest area. So I think it probably a shot in the chest area or in the head is probably pretty accurate. But there's also a sense of them trying to choke him, either
Okay.
putting something down his throat, or like making him eat something or take something in, like as if it was a drug or something. And I don't know why they wouldn't have seen that, the police, but I just want to add that into the whole thing.
Okay. And I have the other question I wanted is I just feel like I don't have anything of his, like no connection, like as far as like something of his. It's like I don't know if they I don't know where to look or where to get something that's his that I could hold on to or like keep or
Yeah. Okay.
some kind of keepsake, something.
Yeah. So when they found him, you didn't get any of his clothing, nothing.
No,
He,
no.
they took everything. Oh,
It,
oh, I hate it when they do that because it's evidence and then they never solve the frigging crime. Okay. Um, so he was no longer in the house then, and you had nothing else of his. Uh,
no, he moved, and I was told that he moved with this person that he was with, and the person that he was with went to this place, and so I'm just trying to find out. I was told that he was living with this other person, but by the time my son passed, that the person that he was with had gotten away, and so he had gotten rid of everything that my son had, so that there was no connection.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. All right. Let's just see what goes on here with
So,
this. Go. What were you gonna say? Because
no, I was just gonna
there's a
say
girlfriend. He had a girlfriend also. Do you know about his girlfriend at all, or you weren't in that close contact with him? Because it feels like there's a female.
well, he did. He had two girlfriends, and one of, I guess, apparently one of them tried to. I guess I don't know. I don't want to use the word blackmail, but like, she tried to extort money from me, saying that
Oh,
she had a child that really wasn't my husband. I mean, really wasn't my son.
yeah. All right. Well, let me just go let me just go with that. Unfortunately, you don't have a lot of good people surrounding him. So what I get is one of these girlfriends, if you can pinpoint who they are, has something of his that you can perhaps get from her. Uh, there's also, yeah, like a piece of clothing, or one of them has some of his clothing. What were you going to say?
I was gonna say he had a piece of jewelry. It was a cross. It was with Jesus on it, and he used to wear it all the time.
Yeah. Well,
And
okay. The only thing I could say is she had this one girl. I don't know if it's the one with that claims she has his child, but one of them has some of his clothing, and in particular, a belt of his. So I keep seeing a
okay,
belt. I keep seeing a belt. So you need to get in contact. The first lead I can give you, the first one that came in, is one of these girlfriends. I'm sorry about the one that's trying to blackmail you. Uh, I don't know why she would want to. That's crazy. If she has his child, what are you going to do for her? Really? I mean, you're not like an unlimited bank account there. Uh, I see a belt, and I think one of them has that. I also see a card. So one of them got a card from him, also something that he wrote down. So that would be my best suggestion. There's
do you
all
know what her name starts with?
I don't know. Let me just see. I was thinking P, but that's your name. Hold on for a second. The older one of the two is the one that has something of his. That's what I can say. The older one of the two is holding on to something of his, and she would be willing to give you something. I think it's the girlfriend before the last girlfriend.
Okay,
The one that was his girlfriend before the last girlfriend. She has nothing to hide.
okay,
She's not a bitter person. She's not trying to get anything out of you. She's a good person with a good
okay,
heart. She also seems to have a little extra weight on her. Okay.
Hmm.
A little bit fuller figured.
Okay.
Yeah, not obese, but a little bit extra weight on her. And when she was with him, she wasn't this. I don't mean to, go into the
No, please do. I mean, the more information you give me, it's better.
well, what I'm hearing is that she was thinner when she was with him, a little chunky then, but now she's gained a little more weight. So when she was with
Okay.
him, she was thinner.
Okay.
Okay, honey, I'm so sorry. Good luck with that, love, and call in again in the future to let us know how it went. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Priscilla. God bless, honey. Bye bye.
Okay. Bye bye.
Wow, that must be rough. Okay, I'm going to go to Jay at area code 910. Hi, Jay. How are you
Hi.
this evening? Hi. How are you?
Hi, I'm well. I'm
Good.
well, thank you.
Good. Yeah, so you're from 910 area code. Where is that?
North Carolina.
North Carolina. I was just talking to somebody from North Carolina early today. Okay.
Cool.
Let's see what we get for you. Gonna move around you a little bit. Well, even though you sound kind of young, uh, not that young, but old enough to have had a loss. There seems to be a few people around you, but no one really, really that strong. Let me just see if I can amplify in some way, Jay. Father. What I'm getting more is a male figure to you. It has a father energy, which can be your grandpa or your own father or someone that's close to family as a father, even an uncle, someone like that. Are you looking to speak with a father figure, please?
Anybody that wants to come through would be great.
Okay. Well, let me see if I can get the father figure. Or whoever it is. Okay, there's a man that stands before me. Yeah, you're gonna have to give me a better image, darling. I'm talking to this man. He's wearing a casual shirt. It's kind of like a brushed cotton plaid to it, which indicates it's a symbol for me to mean that he lives more in a rural area or a suburban area, or he has a very casual lifestyle. In other words, if he's a grandpa or a more senior member of your family, could have been retired, not going to work every day. He also has his hair was naturally wavy, and it looks like maybe he let it grow out a little bit between haircuts. Okay, it's not that closely cropped right now. It's a little bit of wave to it, and he doesn't look terribly tall. He's not really that short either. He's more in the mid range to an upper mid range in height, and he's slender. Let me see if there's anything else he wants to show me. I'm not, to be honest with you, around you, I don't really feel anyone that strong. This is the best I can do. Does that make any sense to you from what I'm seeing, please? Jay,
Sure.
you
Sure.
do? Okay, good. Because I feel like, I don't know, it's just not really jumping out at me. Okay, so step forward, please, sir. Okay, it is also a sense of this man having smoked a large portion of his life. He likes to talk with the Oh, when he talks, he's kind of loud. He's cute, though. He's cute. Sometimes maybe he appears to be a little simple to the people around him. He's kind of a basic sort of guy. He says, oh, he had a lot of common sense. He wasn't very educated, if you will. He also wears a baseball cap from time to time. Now I see more of his face. Okay, he's coming in clearly now, whoever this is.
My grandfather.
Yeah.
Grandfather.
Yeah, he's a sweetie. He looks like he has lighter eyes. He has a little bit of ruddiness to the skin. He looks like a Northern European type in terms of ancestry. He doesn't have a huge nose. It's more just in proportion to his face. It's a little bit of an interesting kind of I don't know, it doesn't go straight down the nose. It's got a little bit of a little bit of, what do they call that? A little bit of a ski jump at the end, I guess is what you call it. So there's a little bit of a fleshiness to the tip, if you will. Uh, he's a common thinker, but a deep thinker all at the same time. He laughs a little bit at you. He also says something, oh, you're his grandson. He says, you're my grandson. Okay, that's fine. We already know you're his grandson. Jay. And there's going to be one or two more things that are going to come in, and then he'll have a personal message for you, or you can ask him something. Let me just develop it a little bit further. So remember I said he smoked a bit. And so usually if they show me that it has something to do with health issues, I don't hear or know about that just now. You see if he wants to show me that. uh, are you of Irish background? Is he of Irish background, honey? Irish.
No.
Okay. Okay. Well, there's kind of like a little lilt or little accent going on the back with him. Okay. So I don't know what that's about.
Yeah.
Okay. There's like a lilt or like a brogue. If he didn't have it, then somebody, it means something in some way, and I don't know what. Okay. Let me just continue with him. In the country most of his life. Liked to smoke, yeah, but he says didn't take his health. There were other issues he had, mostly cardiovascular. He also shows me that his mind was towards the end not that clear to think or to talk or to say much. He says there wasn't a lot of pain when he left or transitioned. He says everybody was with him, but he didn't feel too much because he was anesthetized or he was, he was drugged or he was put out, maybe he was given something for pain, but he was not that alert. And I get a sense of mental faculties being fogged out towards the end. Make sense to you, please?
Yes.
Okay. And he says cardiovascular was the cause. That could mean heart attack or could mean stroke or could mean just something to do with cardiovascular. Do you understand, please?
Absolutely.
Okay. Now we're going to go to personal message. I think you have a sister, yes?
No.
There's a female near you. Okay, could also be a girlfriend or wife or someone like that.
I have a wife.
Okay, because I see this woman next to you. He's showing me. He says, okay, he says, you're happily married. For now, okay. Grandpa, what do you mean by that? He says, you're happily married for now. He says, but always keep everything in its place and keep things going the way they are to keep your life the way you like it. He says, we are all very responsible for what happens to us in life. He says, I didn't know that a lot and used to blame a lot of people. He says, I'm glad that you have your head together, Jay, that you know how to take control of things and make things happen the way you want to. He also gives me a sense as he gives me these words that you're very mature. Uh, Jay, you're emotionally mature. You're very grounded. You seem to be educated and you have a good career. And he's very proud of you. He's very proud of you. And I also see under you and your wife a child as well. Yes, you have a child, son? It looks like a son.
Yes.
Okay. Is there something wrong? I'm asking.
No, my wife and I don't have a son, but I have a son, yes.
Okay. All right. That's fine. Thank you, honey. So I see a son under you. All right. Is this I don't know if you ever wonder, Jay, if things are always going to be the way they are right now, but he keeps going on about that. You might feel sometimes like things could change in your relationship or your life or whatever. And he's just
Hopefully.
hopefully you like change. Okay. Because it seems like,
better change because I'm miserable.
oh, okay. Because I didn't know how to say this because Grandpa's chomping at the bit. He says you'll take care of the situation, you'll take control of it. You're very smart, so just do what you think you're gonna. Because he's talking about like things changing big time, and that you will be able to get your life the way you like it. And he said you know how to get things the way you want them. So do what you think you should do. Is what he's saying.
Awesome.
All right, Jay. God bless, honey, and thank you so much for calling in.
Hey, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you, honey. Bye-bye, love. Bye-bye. Okay, I'm going to go to the other lines that are waiting for life readings. Thank you all for being so patient. I'm going to Carmen. Carmen, how are you?
Hi, I'm good.
Good. I think you called my regular phone number before the show at about 6:30 my time. I think I saw your phone number. All right.
I did by accident, and I was like, oh.
Oops. What can I do for you this evening, love?
Well, I'm not going to be wordy this time. I tried to see how I could condense things down. I just was wondering if things are going to get better. I've made a big move.
Yeah.
And I'm concerned about relationships and career.
Okay. So
I'm in my 30s.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. Don't tell me too much. Okay. Let me see here what we got for Carmen. Carmen in her 30s. Moved. She made a big move. She's wondering things are going to get better. Yeah, well, the first thing I say is yes. Okay, that came in while you were talking before I know the question. The answer is yes. Everything's going to get better. You just need to have patience, and you need to not be fearful, one foot in front of the other. It feels to me like you're in an area that looks like it's not, it looks suburban, or it looks like there's not a lot around you. There's houses, but it doesn't look that developed. Yes, you live in an area that's not that developed right now, please.
No, it's suburban though.
Yeah, suburban. It looks like a new development, or there's just not a lot of trees on the block. Let's put it that way. Okay, I don't know the whole area. I just can see a block, and it looks like, for some reason there aren't a lot of tall trees. Okay, let me continue. So first thing you have to focus on is getting the work. Okay, and that's what's most troubling, because everything else kind of depends on that. It's putting a lot of strain on the relationship. Yes, you understand, please?
Yes.
Okay, and you will get work soon. You just have to keep at it, keep looking, doing what you're doing. Eventually, you will find something. Let me just see something close to home or not. No, problem is it could mean a good commute, which you're not that fond of. And that's why the first thing that comes out of my mouth is something about you feeling isolated where you are, and it's not near anything. You may, you'll have to drive somewhere. Not a big deal. You'll do it, okay? But it's just the work and where you're going to have to go to work. There'll be a bit of a commute. It feels like a big company. It feels almost like a utility. Now, a utility could be like a power company, could be the phone company, because phone companies are dying. Well, not necessarily. It could be a phone company. It has a utility feel to it. It could be power, it could be water, it could be phone company, or it could be even a bank, but it has a utility feel to it. So keep that in mind. A bigger employee, and you'll fit in right away. You'll be so happy. You're going to make a lot of friends. Money won't be exactly what you want to begin with, but there's opportunity for advancement. Then the relationship will get a lot better, because right now, you're really jumpy and nervous. Okay. Is there a child involved? Do you have a child, a little boy? Who has the child?
No, but a guy that I know has a child that I like, but he doesn't live here in the state yet.
Oh, okay. Is he going to come to where you are? Yes.
I don't know. I have no idea. He confessed some warm feelings, but that's been it, and I haven't talked to him in a couple weeks since then.
Okay, so let me just summarize. It looks like you'll be able to get a job. Looks like there'll be a bit of a commute. And it looks like there's probably this guy's going to be coming close to you, but don't worry about that right now. Just think about your work, okay?
Okay.
All right, love. Thank you so much for calling in, Carmen, and thank you for joining. Well, if you didn't join our mailing list, go ahead and join it. Thank you so much, love.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, honey. Bye. Okay, just want to remind everybody, if you want to be in to win a free reading, a free session, just go to spiritmediumtv.com, and on the upper right portion of the screen there, you can join our mailing list. There's a whole bunch of goodies in the mailing list. I send out articles. There's a lot of free training that you'll get, blah, blah, blah. Okay, coming to Samantha. Oh, and Susie, thank you, honey, for saying no need to put me on, and thank you so much for being there today. Appreciate it. Okay, going to Samantha. Oh, wait a minute. There's Crystal, who's actually got priority. How did that happen? Wow. You can never tell with these phone things. I'm telling you, everyone. I have to go to Crystal first. Hey, Crystal, how are you tonight?
I'm fine. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing really good. I'm doing really good, love. What can I do for you, honey?
I was calling to ask about my finances.
Okay. You're asking if they're going to get better, if you're going to get a big settlement, you're going to win the lottery. What is the question?
Oh, the lottery would be nice. I don't see anything happening on the horizon. I'm just worried about my living situation.
All right. You're going to get what you want, okay? That's what they want to tell me right off the bat. You are going to get what you're looking for. You are going to be able to be placed in a better home or a better living arrangement for yourself. It feels right now that you're around, it probably seems like a family member that's male, feels like a father or something to do with a male around you that feels older than you. Do you understand? It makes sense to you, please, Crystal?
No, I don't know who that person could be.
Okay. Well, I feel a male to you feels older than you, and I have no idea why. And feels like a father figure. Okay, is your father alive? Do you have any idea of moving in with him?
Yes, he is alive, but I don't see that happening.
Okay. Could you?
Be.
Okay. Well, all I see is this another thing I see, which I didn't tell you before, and I have this feeling of a man around you. So I just want to say that to you. Maybe it's a boyfriend who has is a
Okay.
father. Maybe it's just a male presence, or maybe you could be moving in with him or moving out from him. But I feel this male around you. The other thing I feel is I see actually is a like a back porch kind of thing that has screens to it. And when I look out, there's grass. It's nice. It's kind of pretty around there. And there's sun shining down. It doesn't look like a winter scape, if you will. Where's 818? Oh, 843. Where's 843?
It's in South Carolina.
Oh, okay. Still, maybe where you are has grass. I don't know, but I see this. But let me just go. I'm going to make the question up since you haven't given me one, really. I need a very specific one to get a real clear answer. But let me go to it, honey. Hold on one second. Your living arrangement depends on how much you earn. You're not going to be able to move until you earn more money. You need to save up as well. It's going to take a while. Okay, it's going to take a while. Well, you should have asked maybe about money and how that will change for. Well, you did ask about money, but how that will change for you. So let me just look at that. Because right now it's like 8 months it'll take you at least to be able to save up enough, and then you still don't have enough every month to make the payment of what you'd like. So let me just look at the employment or how you're earning your money. Very restricted. It's hard to make more money doing what you're doing. So what I have to say is right now, unless you make some big changes, you're going to be kind of stuck where you are. And you're not going to be able to make more money. You're going to have to really get a little bit fierce and make some changes. Try to really push ahead to make more money. It feels like you're in some kind of a service capacity, your profession, but that somehow you just don't have a lot of skills that can transfer easily to something bigger and better. Make sense to you, please?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see what you could do for that, honey, and then I'm going to try to summarize this for you. So you're in a job or a position that doesn't allow a lot of room for growth. You're stuck there almost. Going to have to push ahead. And then, so I don't see what you can do with your job. Okay, I just can't see unless.
Yeah, I'm a teacher, so our raises are kind of set.
Yeah, so the only thing
I don't have a lot of free time to work a second job.
Yeah. So what I think maybe the one idea that comes in is to try to get a roommate, perhaps. I don't know if you're dead set against that, but I do see a living arrangement with somebody else that would allow you to move sooner rather than later. But you still do need to save up a bit, and then that will happen for you. It feels like you were living somewhere, maybe with a boyfriend or something, but that kind of is no longer that's you had to move away from that, and you need to make some big changes. So what I see is in the next couple of months, you will be moving in, probably with a roommate situation, if you can handle that. Other than that, I don't think you want to leave your job. You know what I mean? Because it's a good job.
Yeah. Well, right now I'm living with a family member, and even with us living together, we're still kind of struggling to.
Yeah. Is that your brother or something?
No, it's my mother.
Your mother. Okay. So you moved out from your boyfriend's house, is that it? Because it was this man earlier I felt around you.
Yes, but that was like, maybe like 4 years ago.
And then you've been with your mother since then?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
I just started teaching about 2 years ago.
Oh, okay. Well, you will be able to move out, but it looks like you're going to have a roommate. And yeah, that was the man I saw around you. Was probably that boyfriend, and then then you with the family member for a while. Everything's
Yeah,
gonna.
he is a father figure, I guess.
Yeah, he is. He is. He is. They come. The feelings, the way they come to me, is I just get this sense of something, or I see something. That's how it works. So I just want you to. The picture is complete now. I feel that you cannot leave your job. Doesn't pay that well, but that you will be able to move out if you decide that you can compromise. And I see a really nice place. with a split floor plan, 2 people handle it there, and very clean, very modern. Looks like a townhome or something like that. So don't despair, okay? Don't despair.
Okay.
All right, Crystal, thank you so much, honey.
Well, thank you.
Thank you, love. Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, I'm going to Samantha. Sorry about that, Samantha. Sorry about that, honey. What can I do for you this evening, love?
Hey, Laura.
Hey,
Thank you so much for answering my call.
my pleasure.
And I really want to send my condolences to the caller that lost her son. I mean, I don't have any children, but I had a boyfriend that passed in tragic circumstances, so I can understand like some of the pain that she's going through right now.
Oh, it must be incredible because she could not, she had no influence over him. He went off and did his own thing, got into trouble, and I'm sure she warned him. And that was the end of that. And she held her own here pretty well. She wasn't sobbing or anything. Okay, so go ahead, Samantha. Tell me what I can do for you today.
Yes, I have a question of career. I'm currently working at a department store, and I really hate it. And honestly, I think my days are numbered there simply because of attendance, and not all of it is by my choice. My mom recently had her hand injured, and I've been taking care of her, so I haven't been able to get there.
Just give me your okay.
Like
what is your question, honey? Then just give me.
Sorry. Yes, I've been applying to a lot of different jobs, and I had really one good interview with a university here in Florida, and I really want it. And I'm just wondering if you see me getting that job or any good, I guess, job regarding school soon, because I really don't think I'm gonna be at the department store much longer, and I really want to get something in place.
Yeah, it actually almost feels like you don't have employment right now. I tell you that. All right. It feels like you're out the door. You're like 1 foot out the door. Okay, let me go to this, Kim. Hold on. Samantha, there's a Kimberly that caught my attention. Hold on for a second. New job for Samantha. For Samantha, yes or no? Of course there's going to be another job for you. There always is. And unfortunately, so long as you're in school, the jobs are never up to par with what you'd like. That's the problem. It's catch-22. But eventually you will be out of school and you'll get even better job in the field that you're in. I hear something in the background that's very disturbing. I can't concentrate. Yeah, I'll give you a better answer if I can concentrate. And now, don't forget, this is being recorded, so everybody else listening to it's kind of distracted. Okay, so I just want to repeat what I just said, which is that you're always going to be in a job you don't like until you're out of college. But the good news is that you will be able to get a field in what you want to do very shortly after graduation. Now, your question is, will I get the job in the university I'm thinking of? No, that's not going to open up for you right away. Let me see where you will get employment. Well, there will be something else at the university that will be close to that, but not quite. It's not going to be in the department you want to be in. But you can take it and then try to get into that department over time. There's something very specific about the job in the university that you want, that one that you're looking at right now. I guess it must be in your field of interest. But I see you getting something that's related, but well, in the university, but not in what you want right now. But keep at it. Just keep at it. Eventually you will graduate. It's going to be the best thing for you. But until then, it's just kind of putting things together. Don't forget, of course, the pay is not great where in the university. So it's not going to solve all your problems either. Right?
Well, I haven't actually, I want to re-enter school, and I really wanted that position because I can do both. Like after a year of working there, they're actually paid for me to go to school. That's why another reason why I really want this position.
Well, it looks like you're going to get the job you're going to get a job in the university, but not exactly the one you're applying for. So take what you can get, and that that'll help get your foot in the door so that you can have your education paid for. Okay?
Thank you, and I'm hoping that happens soon. Thank you.
You're welcome, honey. Yes, it will happen fairly soon. It will.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome, honey. You're welcome, love. And one other thing, just be flexible, okay? Be broad in terms of what you'll accept as a position there. Okay?
Yes.
All right, honey.
I will. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, honey. Thanks. Bye. Okay, I'm going to go to Kimberly because she's here for an other side connection. Hello, Kimberly. How are you this evening?
Yes, I'm fine.
Good.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, honey. Let's see here. I do feel a mother figure or mother connection for you. Let me just see who is there. Female figure. She's older than you. She's older than you, but she also has a sense of being if she's not specifically your mother, then she has a sense of being a sister. So she could be a mother has a sisterly energy to her. She could be an aunt. She could be literally an older friend or an older sister. I don't know yet what that is. I see that she had originally dark hair, and she does not show it with much graying in it right now. She's wearing her hair on the shorter size, almost black. It has a few strands or tendrils of white in it. She also shows she's attractive. She's got nice eyes. Uh, she's a little not overweight, but sometimes maybe she had her weight fluctuated from being a little chunky to being slender. I'll just say that because I don't see her as terribly gaunt or thin. I see her about mid-height to a little taller. And I see, funny thing, this is like one of the biggest things I see is she's got wrapped around her head a scarf or something is kind of hanging down. So she liked to dress dramatically every now and then. She had a good sense of style. Now, from what I'm saying, do you understand this, please? For anyone you would know.
Almost like my mother.
Okay. And so let me just see what else we get. She's a beautiful woman. Beautiful in that she's got presence. She's got a nice energy to her. Very sweet, healing, loving person. Right now she's standing in, I can't tell exactly, it's like a country club setting or something. It looks like there's tables around that would have umbrellas, but it's like dusk. And in the background, I see bushes, and then I see grass. I see rolling hills a little bit, and I see trees. So either she's in a very pastoral setting in spirit, or this has something to do with where she lived on Earth. No need to answer just yet, please. Okay, she has a full bus line, as I can see. But, oh yeah, interesting. But she's slender. The rest of her body's pretty slender. Okay. Careful with her health. Careful with her health for some time, but then something went wrong. Nobody really knows why or how it started, but it seems like it was unexpected, took her by storm. Then it seems to be a health-related issue. It doesn't seem to be an accident. It's a health-related issue, a health issue, like an illness. Do you understand illness for Mom, please? I don't know what it is just yet.
Yes.
Okay. And she's showing me that it was unexpected. Nobody really expected this to happen to her. Her, of all people, she says, I was always taking care of my health. She says, I was meticulous. She says she exercised, she was in fresh air, she used to get enough rest. She always wanted to make a good example for you, that she says the children, so that means you have siblings, that, to take good care of yourself. She does look like she likes to take good care of herself in other ways as well. As I mentioned, her skin's beautiful. She's got long fingernails. Looks like she got manicured. She's taking care of herself. So this took her by storm. It was very aggressive, and it feels like it was something like a cancer. Do you understand cancer for Mom, please?
Yes.
And within a few months, she was a completely changed person, and she was debilitated. I think the scarf might have meant something about hair loss. In other words, if she had chemo, because it looks like she might have tried to hide it with a scarf and or with a wig, if you understand what I mean. She just loves you very much. There's something else she's trying to say. Hold on. I'm so sorry, honey. It was rough on everyone, not just me. I know it was hard on you and the family. She says, I'm sorry I had to let you go like that. She says, I tried to be brave, but I wasn't able to keep a strong face for everyone. At least I don't feel I did. I know you don't mind any of that, but she says, you don't realize how it affected you. She says, I'm sorry that I hurt you so badly at the tragedy of my passing. So here, I want to tell you that I'm with you. I haven't left you. There's something about a ring or something like that she gave you to remember her. It looks like a piece of jewelry, but she's giving me the sense of a ring. Do you understand a ring, please?
Yes.
Okay. She says, wear that close to your heart as often as you can. She says, I'm always with you, especially when you hold the ring.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, sweetheart. I'm so sorry for your loss, my dear.
Thank you. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
You're good.
Oh, thank you, love. You have a beautiful evening, Kimberly. God bless, honey. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Okay, everybody, if you would like a private session with me, you can go to spiritmediumlaura.com or spiritmediumtv.com, and on the upper left portion of that screen is an opportunity to book a session. If you'd like to be in the contest to win a free reading, go to spiritmediumtv.com, and on the upper right portion of that screen, you can join our mailing list. Every month, I do a new drawing. I want to thank everybody for sharing these touching moments with me and Susie B. And I look forward to working with you all next week. Thank you so much, and God bless. Bye-bye.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.